And we are back for another episode of Two for the Culture. I'm Justin Devonte.
I'm Stephen Ray.
Yes, sir, and we are back. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Doing very well.
Mm.
Just very, very eventful past few weeks. I guess for you as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How are you? How old are you now?
I'm 33.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're similar ages, right?
I know. I just found out last week
What?
that I was 33.
What you mean you found out?
I found out. I was scrolling through my stories, and there was a story post for me, and it said, "I'm 33 years old today," and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, wait a minute. No, I'm 32. I've told so many people this year that I'm 32.
Yeah.
Like even the week before, that same week, downstairs there's a bar, and then there was people like, "So how old are you?" I'm like, "I'm 33." No way. No, I was like, "I'm 32." No way. So when I saw that, I was pretty much devastated. I was like, "Oh, I'm a whole year ahead."
Right.
But it's all good.
Yeah. No, it takes a second to get used to. Yeah, because
this one kind of messed me up.
Yeah,
usually it's like a couple weeks, but I'm 6-7 months in.
Yeah. It's like you don't want to believe it to be true. Yeah, we getting old out here.
Yeah, I thought it was AI. I was like, bro, this gotta be a joke. But all of my friends are basically the same age. And I asked Lloyd, and I was like, because I was on Discord already, and then I just stopped what I was doing. I was like, Lloyd, how old are you? He was like, I'm a couple months older than you. Like, how old is that? It's like 33. I was like, there's no way. But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all in your head, you know. You can be older. You can look older than what you are. You can look younger or feel. So it's in the eye of the
Right.
person.
I guess in a way, it's like you feel like you should have been doing more at 33.
Yes.
Yeah. That's really the takeaway from it.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I was supposed to do more, or I wanted to do more, and it's just it's just like a shining light on what you want to do in life, and like, hey, bro, this shit ticking. All right, tomorrow, you know, like I oh my God, my next age is 34. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It was really that. It wasn't necessarily the 33. It was like 34 and up is kind of like up to me. It's like you 33, you 31, 32, 33, 34. Now you're almost 35. That's half. So.
Yeah, I look at it, I look at a couple things different. Is that I look at the people around me like my grandmother. Like I was at church, as I am pretty much every Sunday. And I'm like, oh, y'all getting old. If I'm 33. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. Like, y'all getting old. Yeah. So that's how I really felt about it. I feel like I'm on the right track with things. So I understand that feeling. But there's a lot of things I know I need to perfect. And I think that, outside looking in, we can all look at our own situation and like, dang, I ain't where so-and-so is, or I ain't where I feel like I should be inside. But there's a lot of, I feel like, if we can change 2 or 3 things about our efficiency, then we would be really close to the frequency we wanted to be at. So I'll take me, for example. If I was better at planning my day or my week as I probably should be, then I would be a lot more effective of where I want to be at. If I was, more disciplined in my food regimen, I would be a lot better. You know what I mean? So it's like these small fixes, in the grand scheme of things, may not be that small, but they are fixes that we can probably do. Like, what if I can, and just stating something for you, like, what if you contribute like an extra hour to solely just filming whatever? It's like that small fix that can probably be a game changer for each and every one of us.
That's a fact. Yeah. I think it made me feel better though, as well, where I'm at in my life in terms of you know how like I'll fast sometimes, and then it's really all the time now, but that took a while to get there. Like it took years. When I think about it, I was talking to my homie Ken, and I was like, my day to day is pretty much a learned trait from over like the past 4 or 5 years or even more than that. So the being 33 isn't only like, oh damn, I'm almost 34. It's also like my regimen and me being into fitness or spiritually or like meditating, all that. It took like years to get there. So thankful basically, like for my mindset and stuff now. Yeah.
So, and for me, when we talk about simple fixes, all those things like the food regimen, that's on my mind heavy. But what's been really conscious is expanding my small business. Is like really on my mind a lot. Like I need to really sit down and start really doing more research and looking into more more avenues of where I can grow, because I know I can. I just haven't really sat down, because now I'm focusing on it a little bit more, implementing it and trying to make a little bit more time, and I'm seeing a little bit more of that that growth come in. Or there was, at one point it was really, really clicking for me, and that was really God the glory. Now that I'm looking back at it, because it was a really good time, I should appreciate it, yada yada. But now as I'm putting more into it and getting back to the swing of things, I'm like, one, I should have been further along. That's fine, whatever. But two is like, there's actually there's a lot of places where they can grow roots, and I really should be focused on expanding. And so that's really kind of the small fix of like actually taking that time to look at, like, okay, look at any municipalities that maybe I can be a vendor of, and shoot the products over to. And I know they're out there. I just need to really focus on it.
Yeah, that's the same sort of.
Excuse me.
Sort of the same thing I was saying about realizing where we are now. Like there are other small things that we kept doing to like get us to the mindset where we are now. But yeah, I agree with that. Mine is movies. Writing my own movies and stuff like that is I know for a fact that's the next step. And like, yeah, I think just because I'm not used to doing it and it's not a habit, that it just seemed intimidating, like at first, because when you think of writing a movie, you think of writing this like 90 to 100 and something page thing, and then you got to get used to doing it. Like I have to get used to doing these videos. So like, yeah, adding that certain amount of time, that's definitely something that I'm gonna start doing too, as well as like what you're saying, something that can scale. That's always on my mind. Like scalable things. I feel like that's the only way for real to like freedom. Like otherwise, everything is fixed in terms of like jobs and job positions and going up in the company and stuff, which is still an amazing thing, and it can like fund everything. But like I don't like that fixed idea. I like the scalable lifestyle. If that makes sense.
I don't know if I told it on the podcast. I've said it a million times, so I very well could be saying for a third time here. Is that I like the idea of doing both. I think that I have a lot tentacles just everywhere, and that's just my fault. I'm putting the places my time in where I want to put them at, and that's as simple as I can put it. Yeah. So, but my job, it does take a lot of time. And I don't necessarily mind that time, because I can still do Uber, and I also like the idea of I can leave, the company at any time and still be able to pay my bills for the most part.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I like the avenue of freedom to where I don't feel tied to them, to where it's like I naturally want to do a good job wherever I'm at. Like I don't want to be the reason why we fail.
You're right.
Even in here, I don't want, and that's not always. That's a great attitude to have, I would say, But as I'm always the person, like, as long as I'm in the middle of the pack, as long as they ain't last, or I was the reason why the team failed, I'm good. Yeah. So as long as I'm keeping up with everybody, what everybody else is doing, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But so I'm saying that to say is that I have the mentality is like I don't feel the load as probably some of my other peers maybe, but I just naturally want to do a good job, and I want everybody to be proud that's on the team.
Right.
Like, hey, Justin, he holds his own. He shows up. He's actually wants to better the team. He's
right.
competitive. He cares about the group and us growing this thing as a unit. But I also don't feel the same burden of, how am I going to feed my family if I don't have this thing?
You're right.
Yeah, and I like both of those.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact.
Yeah, because I like my checks. Yeah, and they're going to come.
They're going to come at the same time.
15th and the 30th, or the middle of the week, the 15th is going to come, and then the end of the month, they're going to come. Yeah. So, yeah. So, it's like, so that feels good. Yeah.
I mean, that's why everybody do it.
Yeah.
You got to. So, no, that's something that everybody like goes back and forth with. But I feel like being able to grow, I think everyone, well, I mean, I'm saying everyone, but the people who at least have that itch to do more, like that is very important to do so. So, like, yeah, there's plenty of other stuff that I wanted to scale, and I'm look into it. There's so many different side hustles and stuff, but one thing I realized is that you really have to pick something that is somewhat easy for you. Yeah, like I can scroll and see all these different hustles that'll get 100,000 in a year on this and da. But like, if that's not in my being, to like, you gotta like it at least a little bit. I feel like you have to like it at least a little bit, because in those instances, it's not like a 9 to 5 where you just clock out. Like you're gonna have to be doing this forever, or like for a long ass period of time before you see any type of results. And if that's the thing, then like you gotta actually like love what this is. So yeah, that's something I feel like every entrepreneur or anybody who has an entrepreneur spirit has to battle with. And that's damn near impossible to do without a job, which I've experienced plenty of. So yeah, I'm just now getting to this world. So, but it's lovely though. It's lovely being able to, just be consistent with yourself and the people around you that you care about. Yeah. So
I got you. So you had a couple, life-changing events. You want to talk about it for a little bit?
So, I moved into a spot which we're at. That's why it's different. But yeah, like I'm just on track of what I wanted to do here in Nashville, and that's just like establish a place somewhere where my daughter can come here, have fun, just chill with her dad, and not say, so what time does the hotel check out? Right now, sweetie.
And how old is she?
She's 8. She's going to be 9 in like a week and a half.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So she's already asking me, what are we doing? And stuff, or telling me what we're doing.
Right.
But it's cool, man. It's cool to have her here and like be in this establishment. I could like really work on myself. I see myself elevating physically, spiritually, mentally. Like every morning I wake up, and it was cool to do this while she was here. This was like the rain. I thought I would feel weird a little bit just because, like, my routine waking up is I wake up, I meditate for a little bit. So I mean, I look like one of them monks, just like sitting there like that, just all quiet. And then after that, I get up, I make my detox drink, I clean the whole crib every morning. Then after that, I read a chapter out of the Bible, and then just write, summarize it like in a notebook or whatever. And then I work out, and they got this track outside, so I jump rope. This is where I feel like happiest for real. and it's so spread out. I could just like sing and shit like while I'm jump roping, and then I work out, and then I come back in here, and then I do something for work, and then that's my foundation of like basically every day. Mm-hmm. So that's what I meant by consistently doing that. I'm naturally just elevating in many different areas. But it was cool to see like this morning I had got up, and I told Kaya my regimen, my routine, just to make sure, like she sees that. I think it's very important, because I'm pretty sure her people ain't like getting up meditating, and I mean, shout out to them, but it's just like a different routine. And this morning, I told her, I was like, all right, yeah, now I'm about to meditate. And crazy enough, I feel like God and spiritually everything's always aligned. It's all sometimes it's funny. But she had a shirt on. She had a shirt, and on the shirt there was like this panda, and it was sitting just like this. And then she's like, how do you do it? I was like, just like your shirt, actually, which is crazy you're wearing that right now. She's like, oh, how long do you do it for? And I said, probably about 5 minutes. You want me to set you a timer? And I was like, yeah, you set me a timer. And then she went over to here to the table while I was over there. I have to have my eyes closed. Like, you want to do it too? She's like, nah. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, what are you going to do? I'm going to just watch the timer go down, and I'll tell you when it's 5 minutes. She's like, all right. So then I did it. 5 minutes. I take her outside. She's on this playground out there. I'm jump roping. So, like, we both sweating. Then I told her about the Bible. And just told her, like, she's like, oh, so you like God? And then I was like, yeah, I like him. She said, yeah, I like him. She said, yeah, I like God too. You go to church? I was like, I ain't really been to church in a minute, but yeah, I read the Bible. She was like, okay, well, that's good. That's good. So it's just like, it's cool to.
Because she goes to church every Sunday.
Yeah, every Sunday. Mm-hmm. So it's cool to just kind of like do what I said I was going to do, and be in this environment and seeing like I'm going to be rubbing off on her for sure. So like even down to her confidence, I just want to like let all that work that I'm doing just kind of just like spill out of me, and I'm just singing all around the crib the whole day. And then that opens her up to like do her little TikTok dances and just like just be herself. Because I'm like completely being because I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm finna stop it. But have you ever heard of this thing of parents, they stick together for the children?
Yeah, of course.
And the ones that like don't, sometimes you have a happier parent.
Okay. Do you know I mean, I can see where that makes sense, but I don't.
Right. It doesn't like I don't fully correlate like to the previous stuff.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that your child can see and feel how happy you are.
Yeah. I mean that's. I think
I probably shouldn't have put that middle part in there.
Well, I guess this is what I will say. Is that right. I'm sure they're going to definitely tell if there's two parents that don't want to be together, but they're sticking for the kids. The child's going to know, hey, they don't really like each other like that. Yeah. You're going to see that.
Yeah.
Or you internalize that that's how things are supposed to be. So, but on the other side of that, what if your baby's mother is not happy being single? And she, yeah. And then she's actually miserable and mad that she's not with you. Or she hates you and tells her things bad about you and has a perception of who you are because you're not going to be as present as she is.
Situations, but thankfully I don't think that's my.
Of course, but I'm just, I don't think that either. You can clearly tell how much she cares and loves for you and wants to be around. That's clearly not what's happening. Right, but that happens a lot.
Yeah, I did notice. Yeah. I think that happened with my dad, actually.
Yeah, and not only that is that
no, my mom.
Your baby's mother has a strong support system.
Facts.
Who she can lean on others for. Mm-hmm. So if she didn't have that, things will be a lot more stressful for her, and her child's gonna see that too.
Facts.
Yeah, and that's more times than not that a single parent is probably going to be stressed out. They don't have a strong support system, and they're yelling at that child. Yeah. Because I mean, they're very antsy in their own life. Not only they're making bad decisions for themselves, and now you got another person you got to worry about. And so if you're making a bad decision for yourself, it's going to carry over to the child too. So yeah. So I mean, more times than not, it's better if the child's with a 2-parent household, even if they're miserable.
You think so?
Then them coming out in a single parent household, at least you have a support system together to work together for a common goal.
Yeah, I think that's most cases.
Yeah. So I'm just saying,
I agree with most
but the
cases.
single parent, you doing it by yourself is way more difficult.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's why I'm saying that. I'm saying in most cases, yeah. If somebody says, "Hey, would you rather?" If you as a child, he's like, "Hey, would you rather be in a 2-parent household and they're doing it for the kids, or be in a single-parent household and they figuring it out themselves?" Put me in that 2-parent household, because at least they have a common goal of one to see me succeed. That's why they're together. Yeah, so that's still going to be better for the child because they want what's best. That's why they're.
I don't know.
Yeah, but if you're leaving, that means I'm choosing me.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, you're choosing you, so you're figuring out, and so you're doing it, and regardless of what the child actually needs. So that's the actually more selfish option. So more times than not, that option is going to be worse for the child because it's not for the child that you're doing it for.
I've seen multiple sides of it's only like 2 sides, but I've seen like both sides of that, and seeing like how 2 people just don't work out, and if they stayed together, it would probably be a toxic thing.
Absolutely.
And then I've seen that child, or I've met that child like later in their life, and seeing like how much more it's not ideal for sure, but let's say like if both of them together was a toxic relationship, but both of them apart, they actually have 2 healthy relationships.
Can you speak to your situation?
To my situation? What do you mean?
Yeah, growing up.
In my situation,
because I grew up with a single parent household. That's all I knew.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I thanked my dad one time because it was kind of clear.
Thanked him for what?
For them staying together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I thought about it one time. There's different dynamics to every relationship, and I ain't gonna like just shit on my parents.
Yeah. But there's things they could do better. Mine's could. All of them could.
Right.
Yeah.
So there were just some different things that I wouldn't necessarily carry into my relationship, because there's a lot of things that I feel like I didn't see in terms of like a relationship that I would want.
Okay. So I guess.
But I think what I'm saying, the point of what I'm saying is that there had to be some level of unhappiness there.
Yes.
And I could see and feel that.
Right.
Yeah. And that ultimately affected me in my future relationships.
Okay. So my question is to you: would you better together? Oh no, I just smiling. That's real talk. I love that you're spitting. But was y'all better together, or for you? Excuse me. Let me say that over. Did you do better with them together or without them together?
I don't have that story.
Okay.
My story is they broke up when I was 17. So job well done.
Oh.
Okay,
I thought it was younger. I thought it was like a little younger than that.
Nah, I was 17.
Okay.
Portia was 7, 6, 5, 4.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
14,
she probably
she
it
would
would
probably
be a
have
better
answer. class.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, because by that time, 17, I don't care no more.
Yeah, right.
It's like, all right, I'll go to my dad's house.
Yeah,
play
because
the game.
I mean, in Germany you can drink at 16.
Damn.
Yeah, and you was technically doing the YouTube stuff then.
Yeah.
So you had income or no?
No.
When was that?
Income
Because
started.
I know you was making money when I was, when I met you.
It was probably around then.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
right now. A little bit before, but like it was up and down.
Well, I was just saying in terms of there's income and there's money, so you was like leaning to being an adult. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, at that time frame when they were going through that, I was a manager at McDonald's.
Right at 17. Oh yeah. Your boss ain't it? Yeah.
It was. I want to big myself up, but like
Yeah.
it wasn't like the manager. It was just like the assistant manager.
But at 17, that's actually that's a big accomplishment, I think.
You think? I mean, yeah, I felt good saying it.
Yeah.
And then one day, I they were just fighting outside again.
Who was?
Niggas.
Okay. I thought the workers was fighting.
Bro, damn near. Like, it was in the middle of, it was just a hot spot. Like, the hot spot of like after every football game and after everybody's going to this one.
But you never would call the police?
Would call the police?
I mean, it's a corporate company. It's McDonald's.
No, I never thought about calling the police in my life until it was like one day. I was like, damn, I probably should have called the police for that. Not there, just in my own life.
Right. No, I'm with you.
I call the police?
No, I'm with you on that. But I mean, I think corporate when I'm in a corporate setting, like odds of if somebody comes up to a job, I'm probably not jacking with him. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got to do what the corporate move is to do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if I'm regular life, I'm not gonna think about calling the cops. But since you're working, you like, I can't stop this.
Bro, it's too regular.
Yeah, this is messing up the business. I can get in trouble if somebody gets hurt on the property. But it's Memphis.
It was regular. Yeah. I mean, like they only gonna be fighting for a good 45 minute 30, maybe if other people jumping in.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they're gone. But no, I remember vividly one day when I knew I was gonna quit. I just like smelled the fries and I looked at it and I just stopped. It was like, that's so Raven. And then time just slowed down. I looked around. It's like, I don't belong here. I knew I was gone. And then they got to fighting that last day. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah. Did you ever look at it like, dang, I could have had to actually make McDonald's franchise if I would have stuck through it?
No. Absolutely not. There was not much motivation.
You never wanted to go to McDonald's University?
Isn't
that what it's called or something like that?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There was a different tier.
Oh, okay.
Definitely a different tier, like the manager. So I was here, so I could have, if I wanted to, continue and strive, but I had no motivation to strive.
Right, I got you. Yeah. I mean, but McDonald's is a very, wealthy, powerful company. But yeah, of course, you're
any corporation at the bottom, you just at the bottom.
Yeah.
You're just all slaves.
I think if you want it, that people recognize that and help you across the way. Like Amazon is the biggest place for that. I've seen people work from the estimate staffing company to where operations managers within 3 to 5 years. So you're working, $10 an hour to make it 6 figures in 3 to 5 years. There's, there's no company where you can go from that level to that in that short period of time just by working for that same company and recognizing hard work. So I know that that's there. And I see a lot when people are hard workers. They's like, dang, you've been there for 5 years. And they just recognize what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it just wasn't in my.
Of course. Yeah. I'm halfway just trolling a little bit. But
that's a good thing though. And makes me realize everything is literally just a matter of perception for real. Yeah, there's a person, who clocks in just like, man, fuck this job. They don't like me. But just because you said that and you embody that, they don't like your ass. Yeah, and then there's another guy who's just like, man, whatever, I got to get this done so I can get this car and do this, and then that dude will progress. Yeah. So yeah, you're definitely right about that. I just didn't have that in me. I don't know. the passion of just like sticking around on really every corporation that I've worked with. It just, I don't know, bro. It's weird. It's weird. I think the main thing that I realized with me was that I wasn't taking care of myself on the artistic side, because it's so important for me, and I realized that like later in life. So like if I'm working at a job and I put everything into the job and I do nothing on this art side just for my soul, like I just feel every day I go to work, I feel less and less human. Mm-hmm. It's weird, but like now I got a job that's remote. It's cool, but then I can like release. Mm-hmm. You know, I can see what y'all talking about. I can check this over here. I got other stuff moving. Well, it's just another term of taking care of myself. What was I saying all that for?
Yeah.
Oh, the job, the taking care of myself, or something at the end of my mom and dad's relationship.
Yeah, right. And I was just talking about income and like, oh, you was actually doing well. We just kind of spun off from there. Yeah. But we was really talking about 2-parent households.
But there is a difference though. I was talking to somebody last week, and they said that they had the 1-parent household, and they said they hated it. They hated it because they had to keep packing up and going to the next parent. So like as soon as they finally get like really close with this parent, they got to go to the other one. And I was like, damn, like I never really thought about it like that, because that's what my daughter will be living, you know, and she might have, like I say from my perspective, it's a super happy dad and it's all great over here and all this, but like in terms of stability, something is even if I'm always there, like just because it's a 2 different household thing, there's going to be something that she does not have, and that kind of it does mess with me a little bit. But I ain't sticking with nobody for the kids. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I mean you're Aries. That's just I wouldn't expect you to. No. Yeah. No,
I've just seen it. I saw it, and it's just not. I mean,
at this point, yeah. I think it wouldn't really make sense to try to go and make that work.
No, not now.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, ever.
Okay.
I don't think I would ever do that unless I really love the woman, want to be with the woman.
Right. Yeah. I think it just starts from the beginning. It's like that wasn't y'all's intention going into it. It happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So so that's going to be different than y'all actually saying I do and love each other and want to have kids together, and then it just not working, and then that's a whole nother thing. And why I like to take time in my relationship is like I want to have a family, and I want to build to that unit, but I got to make sure that before I say I do, the right things I have to see and feel comfortable with, like, okay, this is a good decision. Like, I crossed my T's and dotted my I's to the best of my ability. Yeah. And I feel good about this one. See
at the altar. Well, it's been 15 years.
No.
I think I made the right decision.
I think I sometimes I have the idea. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, I see the growth. As long as I've said this before, and I probably said it on the podcast. Mm-hmm. It's like as long as I see the growth, then the willingness to change some of the behaviors, because we all have our own bad behaviors that we do, and sometimes I may not see that bad behavior being fixed, but it can sound petty, but I say, like write it down. I remember some of these things. It sounds petty, and not when I'm saying it at this moment, but what I'm about to say. It's like there's times to where it's like things I do, they can be forgotten. So
you tell her to write it down for you,
or me, or like to have a mental note. Like so it'll be like, I'll be undisciplined type of thing. And it's like, you can't really call me that, is because there's things that I do that are disciplined. I stopped smoking. Well, that was because of your job. Okay, that's fine. But I did stop doing it. Yeah. Some people are still alcoholics on their job, right? Yeah. So I stopped doing it for something that is discipline.
Right.
Yeah. You wanted me to have a career. I have a career. I stopped doing the thing that was slowing me down.
You're right.
Yes, start smoking black, start smoking weed.
Yeah.
That's discipline. Can I be disciplined in more areas? For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one thing that I would do, that I brought her to her attention. I don't think I'm going crazy right now. Yeah, I think yeah. But these are just examples of mental notes that I know that's not being kept up with. But when I bring it to your attention, you can remember, because you can't say that I haven't grown. So there'll be one thing to where, like, she'll talk about something, then I know exactly, I'll be antsy, and then that'll hype her up, and she's like, you stop doing that because now you're making me, you give me anxiety or making me anxious.
Oh, right.
That's what she was ultimately saying. She wouldn't use that words, but she's like, you're making me anxious type of thing. And then I stopped doing that, and I brought that to attention. I was like, when was the last time you asked me not to do that thing? And she, of course, you don't even remember because it's been so long. So you can't tell me I haven't grown. Yeah.
No, you gotta have. I mean, I'm sure your relationship is like this, but like I remember doing that with an ex, and we just like could not get that shit together. Like,
what you mean?
When it came to speaking, and dealing with things that would make the other person anxious. Like, and I remember sitting at the park with this girl, and we were just really trying to figure it out, and like wrote on a piece of paper, like all of the things that she, needed from me, and then I did the same for her. And it just depends on who you with, man, because it worked for like a little bit. And then when it came down to actually like putting the work in and stuff, it just felt like it just didn't work no matter what was done. So I think that all still depends on who you with. Because you could do the work and then, bruh, I remember doing that shit. And then I, like how I speak sometimes, and I'll do that. Like I can't do that while speaking to a woman that we're having like a disagreement. Because then with me realizing it, like this shit like hypes her up. Again, depends on who you're with, but because y'all could be talking to somebody totally different, and I'm just calm. I don't even get to that point. So yeah, I think all that shit it really just depends, bro. It depends on who you're with, the back and forth. I was going somewhere with that.
No, I think we're just kind of talking, and yeah, so there's things with growth that I want to see in a relationship to where it's like, okay, you're growing on things. Now this be a little bit more candid, and maybe I haven't expressed it to her yet, but now it's, are you truly committing to know me? Because sometimes that can get lost too. Like, sometimes I don't know, like in terms of like consider, like, hey, I know this ain't Justin's thing, so I know I like it, but I know that he's not gonna care for it, so I'm not going to even put this on the table right now. Like, I'm just using that as an example.
Like getting your nails painted, like what you mean?
Okay, like for example, my birthday. Yeah, so it's like we have an itinerary for my birthday. Yeah. I'm looking at the itinerary. I see things of consideration, like, oh, massages. This is great. This is what I'm talking about. I look forward to the massage. I had the massage. It was cool. Yeah. But then there's other things on the list that it's like that. This is you in this. Yeah. Like, yeah. I was like, this ain't me. Yeah. We talked about how I feel about rooftop bars and how I don't necessarily care for them. I like
you don't?
Okay.
You must have got shitted on by a bird or something.
No. Well, so
it was an eagle.
So I don't care for them in the same aspect of I will do them when I want to. Like, I got... So if I'm choosing my birthday, rooftop bars is not going to be on the list unless it's a group setting. If I know the things I need to get done and I work on my birthday. Yeah. So if it's the weekend, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So I'd rather be like, hey, Justin likes to work on Saturday. I know he's going to feel, that's going to actually make him happy, and that's what he's going to want to do. So I'm going to allow him to do that for his birthday. Yeah. And it's technically not my birthday, but that my birthday weekend. Yeah. So that's when it's like, hey, do you know me for sure? Otherwise you would have took yourself out of it. It's like, hey, I want to spend this time, but I know he wants to do this too. So I'm going to pass him the ball and let him do that because this is his time and I know that's what he wants. So that's when you're talking about committing to Noah. Like the other stuff is, it's like, yeah, I would want to do a rooftop bar when I feel it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Otherwise I'm doing it for you, which is fine. But I want that acknowledged, like, hey, he's actually doing this for me because he knows I enjoy it. Yeah. And that's fine too. But I can't be the life of the party when I know I'm an introvert inside. So you got to know who I am too.
Right.
Yeah. You can't be at moments to where I'm got other things I'm thinking about. I can't be. That's gonna be you to amp it up, not me.
Right. In those environments.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I mean, if I'm with my homies, it's different. But if I'm with my lady, I like a more intimate setting on things. Yeah, I can be that sometimes, but that's not. If you know me for real, can't be your expectation. Yeah.
So, what rooftop did you go to?
I went to L.A. Jackson, which was cool. I went there again. With Q on Sunday, yesterday, and that was cool because it was a quiet vibe. It was chill. Not a lot of people out there, so we can talk and reminisce. That's what I like to do. I like to conversate. I don't like to speak when there's loud music. Exactly. Yeah, because that's not where a conversation is really based off. You screaming. It's like, why are we here if we trying to talk? Yeah. Otherwise, we just vibing out to the music and chilling. Yeah.
Usually, rooftop bars ain't that loud.
Yeah. Well, there was other places we went to where it was loud to where I'm really referencing it. It wasn't L.A. Jackson. That was it. But still, I still want to acknowledge that I appreciate the thought. So I'm always going to appreciate some thought that's taken it. There is some consideration into this itinerary. Because we also went to the soccer game. Yeah, up the street on Saturday.
How was it?
It was cool.
Never went to a soccer game.
It was cool. It was I didn't necessarily mind it. Yeah, I don't know if I need to really go again. Yeah, unless it's a playoff game.
Have you been to a baseball game?
The minor league game.
Was it better or about the same?
I mean, it's neither sports I'm gonna watch on TV.
Yeah, I know. I remember going to a baseball game and
how did you feel?
Wasn't like it.
I mean, so it was a minor league game, so it's not gonna be like really that lit. But the soccer game, it was cool. Like the crowd was very interactive, and it was a lot of things to like about it. Yeah, but I don't. This is not a game I love, so it's not going to like. I was ready to go by halftime.
Yeah, those type of games, I have to like be with somebody that I'm just automatically assuming it's a date, but like I have to be with somebody that I bet something on the winner or loser because I'm not really in it
for sure. And then not only that, not to like, really trip about the soccer team. Not like I know a lot about soccer, but there's only one guy on the team that was him. Oh, yeah. Like they don't look cold for real.
Yeah,
they look. If I wanted to play soccer when I was younger, and that made me even more to when I was like, damn, my dad crushed my dream. Yeah, because I was like, I would have been colder than that. Yeah, because there was one person that was like him that could move with the ball. These others like they. You know what I mean? It looked like they didn't. But then again, it's experts against experts because that's actually a professional team.
Yeah.
So but I feel like there should be more fluidity with it, and it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to a soccer game.
Yeah.
I want to go to a rodeo.
That seems like it'll be a lot cooler though.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot more exciting.
Rodeo?
Yeah.
I've never been to a rodeo.
Yeah, that's a hell of a lot more exciting for sure. Yeah, and that'll be cool.
Yeah.
But like a football game, cool. Basketball, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm with it with those. Like something that can kind of keep it going.
Now, speaking of outings and dates, did you see the Coldplay concert?
Yeah.
They are fucked.
Yeah, well, they resigned from their positions.
I can understand. I have never seen somebody get caught and it's a mega meme. Like usually it's like, oh, they were caught, whatever, and it's just like here today and gone tomorrow. But I mean, it's just like this is every game now. As soon as they turn the kiss cam on, everybody's it's a trend. Mm-hmm. It's
that'll be a trend forever.
It's over.
Yeah,
it's for them. It's over with. Like when I'm sitting here scrolling, I'm like, man, there's endless content on these people. They're done. Yeah, that was crazy. How would you feel if
I cheated on my wife and I got caught? That's what I get.
Yeah, well, that side.
yeah.
Oh, that's what you get.
Yeah, that's what I get.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was listening to Kev on stage and he was just saying how it wasn't that y'all got caught. It was y'all showed that y'all got caught.
Yeah.
Y'all literally, the spirit in you was like, it panicked, didn't know what to do, and it was all caught on camera.
Yeah.
And that's what killed you. Because and I thought about it too. I was like, even if they were cheating or whatever, man, what if they just kept it kind of cool and then it just went to the next person? Maybe they would have got caught. Or like, maybe they would have got caught like on the inside. Or maybe somebody at the job, maybe one or two people was at the concert. Mm-hmm. But it messed everything up.
Yeah, because they knew they was doing something wrong. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. You try to hide when you do something wrong. And so they knew it was in the spirit. They know they wasn't doing it right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they knew they was wrong on the inside. That's why they reacted the way they had. And that was just a reflex. Yeah. Both of them staying calm, cool, and collected will be hard to do. But of course, if they would have just kissed each other on the kiss cam, it would have been cool. But he's a CEO.
Yeah.
He knows he got a lot to lose. Yeah. So he just reacted how he did, and that's completely on him. It shows just how much that affects you and your family.
Yeah.
Because that's your kids.
Yeah.
You got to think about that for the rest of life. Your wife. Yeah, everybody knows you as the guy that cheated on his wife, and she got to stand beside that if she so chooses. And that's an it's not, and we don't even know. She could have been cool with that. Yeah, it's the fact that you embarrassed me in front of everybody, in front of my family, in front of my friends, in front of the world. I'm getting, I can't even have social media anymore. Everybody, when I drop my kids off to the teacher, they're gonna be looking at us.
Yep.
Grocery store at us. Oh my God! Look what you did. Yeah, so that's and to his kids. Yeah. That's not something. That's a lifetime fix, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's years. That takes a very long time to make it. You got to be a life-changing man. Like, you got to change your whole life, your whole perspective. You got to really give it to God then and do a whole 180 on yourself.
I'm just wondering how it got to that point of comfortability, like with both of them. It's one thing to take somebody out, but like if the kiss cam is going around, something's gonna click in my head. Maybe I'm gonna move to the side, or just something. Like I feel like that there will be something going off in my head for sure if you're doing something wrong. So what I'm saying is them being in there, and clearly they were amongst some sort of friends there. Mm-hmm. And because even like when I looked at it, there's another girl to the side. She's like.
Yeah, I mean,
they knew each other.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
like, how comfortable do you have to be? So maybe you're right. Maybe he did have like a pass, or maybe.
Yeah, I think they said she was hired in November. The chief HR lady, the lady who he was with November. So she could have been having sex with him before then, and he put her on. Yeah, it could have been that. Yeah, and then leading up to this whole point, we're in July, so that's 8 months. Y'all been having sex on multiple occasions.
Oh my God.
Yeah, So that's just an all-time embarrassment. You did it to yourself. You ruined your whole life. You ruined your life for a relationship, for some coochie. But that's the end of time. And she ruined her. She had a family, a wife and kids.
Say that.
Yeah. So you ruined it for some dick.
Damn.
It is what it is. You should have thought harder. You should have thought better. He it's even worse for him because he's in a power position.
You were right.
So she could have used. She could go on that whole Me Too thing of I felt like I was forced to do this thing because I would have been fired. She can go through that whole thing, sue the company, get a settlement, and call it a day. But so he's losing a lot. And she could gain some from it, but
yeah, she could shake and move a little bit.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Like, where is he going to CEO now?
Huh?
I said, like, where would he like
start your own business, bro? He's he's the CEO of a company. That wasn't his first. I've heard things about how I don't know if it's true or not, but it was like on social media about a guy. He worked for the company that the CEO was a part of, and it was like a lot of the employees had like maybe stock options or something along that line to where they could have put money into the company but got screwed over by the end, and the top execs made out with the money. That's what he was saying. Ultimately, don't know how true that is, but yeah. So he was like, "This is your karma, bro." Yeah, and it could be all that. Yeah. So it is what it is. They've been doing it for so long that obviously it's comfortable. You go into a concert with thousands, and you're gonna see other employees.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Going to a concert, so it's got to. That's what I'm saying. The comfortability. Something about the comfortability is like kind of weird.
Yeah, and that's how he's not a player is. Bruh, your side hoe is your side hoe. Yeah.
In other words, yeah, it's like
yeah. Why are you doing main chick things with your side chick? Mm-hmm. That sounds crazy. You don't take your side chick out to a concert.
Yeah,
you gift them with things. Yeah. We in the hotel.
You're right.
We keep it low key. Yeah. We had the eating in the drive, not eating in the drive through. A car hop. A spot to where they deliver to the car. We eat here.
Oh,
Yeah. Or we go hella out of town, somewhere and eat at a restaurant where nobody finds us. Like that's not a player thing to do at all.
It was.
You very much involved. And she was cat compared to his wife.
For real?
Yeah. His wife was sleep bad, I think.
That usually is. Though.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember I was driving Uber, and I know we gotta close out, but I was driving Uber, and this lady. She was like, this is supposed to be my bachelorette party, but this is actually my, not divorce party, but like party with her friends because her husband cheated. And she's like, you want to see who he cheated on me with? And he was in construction. It was this big construction girl. And yeah. And he's like, I was like, that sounds like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proximity. Just like right there.
Yeah.
The energy and all that after a while. I did have a question. I ran a question. We had 50. I try to make it quick. There's this theory or this phrase at the beginning of the year. I was thinking differently. Now I'm not really sure. So, the idea of having a 10, right? 10 out of 10 girlfriend. Oh, it kind of ties in, but and there's this question that is asked sometimes to men, would you rather have like the 10 who, like you're happy, but you just like kind of happy or whatever. But like you have a 5 and she does everything for you. She's perfect, like on every single aspect. She's just a 5. So whatever a 5 is to you. So
okay.
Which one would you choose?
Okay, that's hard. I don't know what a 5 is to me. I can if I'm making up a 5.
So whatever a 10 is to you, or a 9, let's say a 9. Whatever a 9 is to you,
facially.
Yeah,
because a 5 can get her body right. You know what I mean? If she wanted to.
If she wanted to.
Yeah.
But we're saying she's a 5.
Okay, yeah. So I'm saying she would have to be facially because if she's just like, hey, she's big, I be like, and she does everything, but I see the potential. Like, hey, she's a 5, but she can be a 7 or 8 if she gets her body right. Then I'm choosing that 5.
But what if she's always a 5? Is what I'm saying.
If she's always a 5 and I'm loving my enjoyment. You said what? I'm loving my time and I'm enjoying her company. I want to be around her. then I'm wifing that. If I want to be around her genuinely, then if I'm interested and I want to talk to her, speak with her, and she's genuinely my best friend, then
I was
I'm choosing
100% on that earlier this year, and then I thought about it. I'm like, what if we get into an argument? You're a 5.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna know it.
We're going to disagree on because we're two different people.
No, I'm saying like, have you ever been with somebody that's like, they're like it's multifaceted. So they could be successful. They could be really good with something that you're not good with, or this, that, and the other. I feel like attraction for a man is very important. Like we're visually
attraction for a man. Okay.
Yeah, like it's up there. You know, and I thought about it. I'm like, damn. You know, sometimes just being honest, just me with women. Sometimes it's like I'll think that, and I'm like, damn, man, she does all this, but like I'm not thinking like, man, she's just like so pretty.
Yeah,
that like kind of kills some things.
I feel like pretty can make up for a lot, but I'm thinking about like not one of my, but just like when people that are pretty that I don't really like to be around. Like
I wasn't going that far. That's actually the main comparison. Like somebody, but it makes you miserable sometimes. I wasn't like thinking that far.
So what is this 10 doing right or wrong?
I'm just saying like the you would have a better or a more mesh with the person who's a 5 than the one who's a 10.
But I still love my relationship at a 10?
Huh?
I still love my relationship at a 10?
Like it.
I like it, then I'm cool. I mean,
but you love the relationship you have with her, but she's a 5.
If I love my relationship, then why would I trade what I love for what I like?
I was just asking your opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, if I love it, then I can look at you. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're hard to look at, I ain't gonna love it.
That's what I'm. Yeah. I guess that's what I was saying. Because people be asking that question like,
I got to get aroused at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's literally what I'm saying.
So if I ain't getting aroused, I love the friendship.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, we'll just be friends then.
That's what I'm saying.
But if I love my relationship, us together.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not gonna want to trade that or let somebody else have what I love and what I truly want to be with. I just ain't I wouldn't want that either.
Yeah.
So now I'm giving that risk up because if I love it, I know another man's gonna love this, and I'm gonna be asked out.
You're right.
This 10 could be a 10, but if she's making bad financial decisions that destroys us and our family, she's not loyal, then there's a lot of things that I gotta consider. Now, if but if they're like, you know, if they tit for tat, you know what I mean? I'm like, bruh, duh, I'm choosing the 10.
Yeah.
But if this 10 is clearly fall, and it's like, it's cool, then I'm choosing cool, where I love. I'm choosing where I want to be.
Yeah, I guess that was the main thing that I was thinking in my head that you basically said was just like, bro, at the end of the day, like I gotta be somewhat attracted to you.
Yeah, of course.
I guess that's what I was saying, because most people would ask that or say that comparison, but they say it like you're not attracted to this person. And I'm just like, how do men do that?
Yeah, a 5 is average. A 5 is average. A 5 is average. So,
is it though?
Yeah.
If I tell a girl she's a 5, she knows she's
of course.
Not average. She's
of course.
Below average.
I mean, you're not. Women are called princesses and queens. Nobody's gonna feel about hearing about a 5. 5 does sound, because a failing grade is a 6. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
It's 60.
Right, yeah.
But
6 is kind of like, okay, thank you.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, on a facial scale, 5 is average. Because if that's the case, then you have 10s, and 10s are the top echelon tier.
Bro, I feel like average is 7. If we're going off of like, maybe like 6.9, but
7 is cute.
Cute, all right.
Yeah, but I'm saying average.
That's average cute.
Average is 5. Yeah. 7 is cute. We
ain't
live with
cute
7
no more when you at 5 though.
You're average. You're an average looking chick.
Exactly. So the sparkles and the she's cute, she's pretty, she's Bro, that's above
Yeah,
5.
yeah. I feel like I've dated 5, and I would have been cool with it. Yeah, I've dated 5s. Yeah. I would have been, and if they, there's things that they could have did better to make their, them look a little better. So that's why I was like,
when you in it,
yeah,
they are
yeah. I mean, that's because our appearance is malleable. Really, definitely women with makeup.
I'm just saying for men.
Yeah, I'm just saying when women makeup, it's like on your best day, a 5 could look better when they put makeup and extensions and all. We've seen it. We've seen those like glow up makeup pictures.
That ain't our conversation. Our conversation is she is a dead set 5, makeup or not.
That's impossible. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm just saying because otherwise you can't get the weight up off you. And I'm saying that's possible if you're willing to do the work. So yeah. So makeup or not, you just ugly inside and out.
I don't know.
Nah.
I'm going extreme with it, but
so you choosing the 10?
Yeah, no.
I'm saying it's cool.
I've been with a very pretty women that sometimes it would definitely be a headache, and I've just seen for myself there are women who I may not be fully attracted to, who are giving me this list of things that they would do for me and be for me and all this, but I can't get past. You just like, you're not like in the level of attraction, like for me to be okay long term with this.
Yeah, because I think I see what you're saying, and some people need like. I don't want the benefit of the doubt is not the word I'm looking for, but they need to be around you just because they're there. Like, for example, if you was in a corporate setting and that 5 was around you and you got to really see that 5 at work, then you're forced to spend hours with her. Then she has the opportunity to show herself. Yeah. So I think that's kind of where it's at. It's like, hey, yeah, she got the opportunity to show herself now. Yeah, but if you're talking about somebody just coming up to you at a bar when there's other women, she's not gonna have the time to really sell you her. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not gonna just randomly like, hey, because she could be a piece of ish too. Yeah. When you meet her, she's just ugly, that's not gonna guarantee that she's gonna be a good person because a lot of ugly women ain't. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, because they're mad. I mean, like for real. Like, let's be real about it. They're mad that they're ugly, and they spread their misery around, and that's just how it goes. Yeah. Like there was one ugly girl that I did Uber for, and she knew she knew she was ugly. She openly admitted, and she's like, I like people that like me.
Yeah, damn, I say shit like that. What does that mean?
Yeah, no, but she was like, yeah, I'm not a best licker, but she was actually a nice person. Yeah, and that was cool. That was refreshing.
Her shot.
That's not where she was going with it, but
you didn't know that because she was a 5.
No, what I was gonna say, but she could always throw it out there, but she wasn't like selling herself. Yeah, it was just a conversation, and but if I would have went for it, then I'm sure she would have took it. But it was just how she is. Yeah, because I think she was leaving from a guy or something like that, and we talked about somebody she was interested in, and that he wasn't really interested in her, and like hiding her type shit. That's too funny. How you said what?
From the family? Family?
I don't remember the conversation, but that was the vibe I remember. Like, hey, you can't be out with us like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's not...
He called her?
No.
He called you?
Of course. What?
He called the Uber on her?
No, he's kind of... That's... Everybody gets a vibe. She's an adult. Yeah. So you can understand, you can read in between lines. Yeah, like, bruh, you gotta put a pillow on. I'm gonna hide you in the closet while I eat with my family real quick, and then you can come out.
Okay.
Yeah. She wasn't big. Yeah. No, and she wound up leaving her phone in her car, in my car, and she had to come to my house and get it. And she was in a nice dress. She was still ugly in a nice dress.
Like I said, this sounds like she's shooting the fuck.
No. She was in a nice dress, but she was ugly in a nice dress. But she, no, I don't think she was. It was just, it was like kind of. it was one of those things that was refreshing to hear because you normally don't hear that from a lady. Yeah, like, hey, I know where I stand in life. Yeah. And I got to live with that regardless. And I'm happy being me, even though I wish I could be with this individual, but that's not how, my cards are. Yeah. And it's sad. It's a little sad to hear.
Right.
Yeah. But it's also, like, refreshing is maybe not the good word, but like, okay, people can live in reality.
In their truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, in the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I hope she finds the person for her.
She definitely will.
Yeah.
Definitely will. I think people like that.
I was like, this ugly Ben, that would be happy to have her. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, but she was below average, for sure.
Damn. Yeah, I just thought that was just something I thought about. Just like, people structure that conversation like just I would just go for anything as long as they cook, clean, everything, and meet me on every level. Like I have to have something to look at.
Yeah. I think I've dated fives before. And
I think I did too.
And I think
but I didn't realize it until after.
Yeah. And it's not that bad. It's not being bad that side. You wish better for yourself a little bit.
Oh my God, man!
I'm being funny.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I definitely remember one day, and this is exactly what I'm saying. It was one day I was with this five that I was with, and didn't realize till like later, according to how I like women, how I like them to look. Man, one day she did not have her hair done. She did not have like clothing that made her look nice. It was very ghetto. It was. And I remember going to an even ghettoer place. We went to Metro PCS for some reason. I don't know why. And we was just looking at phones, and I just looked over at her, and I was like, ugh. Like, am I making the right decision here? I definitely looked at her and realized, like, I don't know about this.
Nah.
But, yeah, so.
Nah. I think
shout out to them fives.
No, yeah. But if those, I mean, who knows? You talking about me at my age now versus me when I was younger? Maybe not. I would have I got more time.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have the confidence to even say what I'm saying. Like the right now. Back then I didn't even know. But
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't have anything else.
Yeah, no, that was cool. I enjoyed it. That was cool catching up with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So hopefully we keep on going with this one because this is just easy and natural to talk, and we could probably keep on going. But we have hit our time here.
Well, we can keep the stuff here for it. Well, we can just talk about that after.
All right, for sure. Well, this is Two for the Culture.
Yes,
sir.
It is. Yeah, I'm Steve Ray, and you're
Justin Devonte.
All right,
We'll be back.
We'll be back.